All right, Leon, game one of the Central Division semifinals in the books after that game one loss to Milwaukee. Just take me through, I guess, how you saw that one play out for you and the team.
Yeah, obviously not the way we wanted. I think came on to a tough start and then couldn't really get like a huge pushback or anything to make it tight or something. But I think we still saw some good stuff in that game, some stuff we liked. Obviously, some parts we have to clean up, and now Sunday is almost a must-win game for us. And I think we're ready for it. I think, especially at home, we got to take advantage of that. And, we definitely need a win.
What were some of those positives you can take away from game one, though? Because you outshot them, throughout the entire game. Head coach Mark Morrison said that there were a couple really quality scoring chances for you in the group. So what are some of those positives you can take away leading into that, as you say, must-win game too?
Yeah, I think just that. Yeah, we outshot them pretty good, but I think the main chances, the high-scoring chances, they were pretty even on both sides. Yeah. So I think that's something that can keep us positive for sure. I think if we're a little harder around their net, make it a little tougher for Askarov there, I think that's a big factor because he definitely robbed us there a couple times. And, if we can just bury one of these rebounds, these loose pucks that wear around him that he gives up, I think we're in good shape.
Did it take any time to sort of get back in the flow of things? Because 2 weeks obviously is a lot of time away from game action. So did it take, any certain amount of shifts to finally get back into that game speed for you and the team?
I wouldn't say that. Obviously we got there to a pretty cold start. But like I said, I don't think the scoring chances were on both sides. So on other days, maybe a tie game after the first or a 1-1 game or whatever. So I don't think we were rusty or anything at all. They were in the same boat. They had just had 12 days off as well. And, I don't know. I personally didn't feel like that was an issue.
How nice to get Declan Chisholm back in the lineup as well, too. Obviously, you had a good stretch of games at the end there without him, but to have him back at what looked like full capacity there, how beneficial was that to you and the rest of the team?
Yeah, it helps a lot for sure. He's a huge factor of our team. I think he doesn't just bring that offense. I think he brings stability into our lineup as well. I think he's one of the leaders on this team, and it's definitely good to have him back, and definitely nice to see him out there again on my D pair.
How important is this discipline going to be going forward? Because, you played Milwaukee a lot over the past, your entire career really here with the Moose. While it's playoff hockey and it gets intense at times, how important is it going to be to continue to stay disciplined against a top power play like Milwaukee has?
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job of that. I think most of the scrums, they end up with the penalties, and we obviously, unfortunately, couldn't capitalize on our chances on the power play. But like you said, they have the top power play in the league. It's around 24%, and you don't want to face that too often. So it's definitely a big factor. We talked about it. We don't want to back up, but we also don't want to take stupid penalties after the whistle or anything, exactly for that reason. So I think we did a decent job in game one, but obviously it can always improve.
And then you talked about leaders. You yourself wearing an A on your chest in Game 1 of the Calder Cup playoffs there. What does that mean to you for the coaching staff, for the players, to have that sort of trust in you and have you wearing a letter in Game 1 of the Calder Cup playoffs?
Yeah, it's nice to get rewarded with something like this, but also I don't really care if there's a letter on my chest or not. I think I lead the same way every game, and obviously it's an honor to represent the assistant captain, but I didn't put too much thought into it.